Dear Mr. Lawrence Khong, your video describing what you label as the homosexuality agenda has alerted me to your presence. I am not a homosexual, but at this point, consider ourselves to be on thoroughly opposing grounds. In your sermon, you labeled the LGBT movement as something diabolical, as something foul and evil. You spread a message of hate claiming homosexuals to be somehow less worthy of love, as if their love is somehow lesser than yours. In your hour-long hate message, you quoted multiple famous individuals. Martin Luther King Jr. would not have allowed you to quote him. He, who has multiple extramarital affairs and therefore would have been a sinner in your judgmental eyes, would have resisted against your message of hate. He who, even as he had by your definition supposedly sinned, has fought against discrimination of other fellow humans based on superficialities such as skin color. He would have fought against your message of hate. In your hour-long hate message, you claim that homosexual sex is unnatural, yet countless animals in nature have been documented to engage in homosexual acts. You claim that homosexual marriage will somehow make your marriage less sacred, as if your marriage's happiness depended on other human beings' happiness being oppressed. You compared homosexuality to incest, bestiality, pedophilia, and necrophilia, as if the legalization of homosexual marriage will immediately result in countless people having intercourse with beasts or children or dead bodies. You claim that what comes out of the heart is most important, yet what comes out of yours is hate and disgust with people who loved themselves enough to love whoever they desire to love. In your hour-long hate message, you claim that marriage is natural and part of nature, yet in nature no animals other than mankind practice marriage and only a handful of species ever bond for life. You claimed marriage to be an arrangement by God, yet the very concept of matrimony is a concept that was founded based entirely on civil affair and then later when the Roman Empire collapsed, elevated into its current status as a holy union by the Roman Catholic Church. Mr. Lawrence Khong, you spread messages of hate and of fear. You claim an invisible being created mankind and all the planets and all the animals, yet countless evidence has concluded that Earth is older than what your Bible claims. You quote paragraphs and sentences from an ancient book written nearly 2,000 years ago, written by human beings who claimed divine inspiration in order to control the minds of the others based on fear, just as you are using the same book now to spread hate and fear amongst anyone who listens. You claim premarital sex to be a sin against God and yet your daughter is a single mother of one, born out of wedlock. A human being has fundamental rights to freedom. The freedom to choose who to love, to choose what to believe. Yet by promoting hate of others, you have violated that same freedom that has allowed you to believe in your fairy tale. The world must know your true colors. Your lack of respect for a human being's freedom is appalling and your message to spread hatred must be stopped. Your illogical hatred and your desire to continue the oppression of people must be stopped. Dear brothers and sisters, I urge you, you who have sense and logic and love for a fellow human being regardless of his or her sexual orientation, to do this. Remind Mr. Lawrence Khong himself, and his church, the Faith Community Baptist Church, that we have a right to choose for ourselves, to fight for ourselves, as much as he has a right to continue fighting the imaginary devils in his head. Dear brothers and sisters, I urge you, you who understand the fundamental rights of human beings and agree in their inviolability, to tell Mr. Lawrence Khong over his church's Facebook or Twitter or email or YouTube account, that homosexuals or not, we are all human beings and we all have the right to happiness and no one should be penalized for loving someone. We are anonymous. We are legion. Expect us.